guys, welcome back to another video of Solipsism Reigns. So there's a song at the start. I don't think we have enough time to listen to the whole thing, it might be copyrighted, but this game is called Solipsism Reigns. What happened was I filmed for a few minutes, 30 minutes of a game where I chose a route, and 30 minutes passed and I was about to end the video and my laptop ran out of power. So initially I lost 30 minutes of footage and I can't find it, so I guess cut off and my computer didn't have enough time to save it. So we're gonna start with a new game. Now, last time I chose... Okay, please be aware that this visual novel contains certain scenes with graphic descriptions and depictions of violence and blood alongside some scenes of non-consensual kissing. However, there is no 18 rated sexual content, so it's okay. You don't need to be 18 to watch this. If you think any of the above may upset or offend you, please consider this carefully before playing or watching, as the last thing I and the game want you to do is hurt anyone.
You.
Okay, please don't. I'm watching you. Hi. Oh god.
Hello.
Hello.
Can you hear me?
Yes,
All
I can.
right. Good. Who am I, you ask? I'm not important. This is all about you. So, can you remember your name?
Okay, well, we're gonna go by Deadly, as we always do.
Excellent. That's a relief. Now that I know you can recall your name, we can begin.
Okay, I like how this game has voice acting, because it just makes it's like that bit much better, so I don't need to like tie my own tongue reading everything.
Can you remember what you are? Don't worry, there are no wrong answers, so don't think too hard.
What do you mean what I am? I'm pretty sure I'm a human being. Oh, the student mage princess detective and gamer. I'm gonna play all of these routes, man. We're gonna go with
A student. Well, good luck. Study hard.
I haven't been in school for a long time. Whoa. Hey, that's not fair. It's mine. Give it back. Shouting as tears start to build in my eyes, I jump up and down repeatedly in an attempt to win back my precious stuffed bunny from Class A's resident bully. It's a... Oh my god, I would cry if I was a kid and they like... My precious stuffed bunny. So I guess like what, my brother gave it to me? Frustration builds inside me as he waves it around in the air, just out of my reach, giggling. Come on, you can't get it. Just jump a little higher. You suck. With an ugly expression on his face, he jeers at me. My tiny child hands begin to ball into fist as a wave of familiar anger starts to rise. Who would have thought that kids of early 70s could be so cruel? Then again, it did always seem to be just me that was bullied. Everyone could sense it even way back then. I was different, and all the other kids felt uncomfortable around me. Why is she always talking to herself? My mom said that she's a demon child. I heard that she eats the souls of other kids for breakfast. Nom nom, haha. Did you hear about that time when she got detention and punched the teacher so she could go home early? My dad said not to go near her after that in case she hurts me too. She's just a freak, my older brother said so. The other children always whispered around me, but I didn't care. I didn't need them. I already had a best friend. Just because nobody else could see him, that didn't mean he wasn't there. Oh my god, I'm friends with a demon. So, sidetrack here. Side rant. This actually relates with me so much because back in school, I was always the odd child, and I legit got called Satan. So this actually relates to me so much. So the way that this relates to me, I feel like I'm like actually in the game, except my name is different, but other than that, it's me. Kuro, help me! Okay, another. Kuro means black in Japanese, so basically somehow my friend is called Black. Muttering under my breath, I sighed, closing my eyes. The next minute, the boy who stole my toys on the floor with a look of terror on his face. He didn't know how he'd gotten there, but he could feel the cold air around his neck, and stands completely frozen in terror. Smiling a little, I'm insane. I scoop up my bunny, running away from the scene before teacher tells me off for pushing a classmate around again. Thanks, Kuro, I exclaim once out of the earshot of the other kids. A small figure, not much bigger than myself, starts to emerge before me, like it was being created from the very air I breathe, smiling gently at me before speaking. I'm pretty sure there's like voice acting. You know you only have to ask Dudley. I'll always be here for you no matter what. Wait. There should be voice acting. But never mind. Okay, the welcome expression on his face touches my heart. I know he means what he says. Kuro has been with me for as long as I can remember. My parents just figured I was going through the same thing all the other children do when they're lonely, so they suspected I must be talking to my imaginary friend. There wasn't much point in trying to explain to them that Kuro was real. I was smart for a kid. I'd already been to a child psychologist once, and that was a waste of time. I didn't care how it was Kuro existed or what he even was. He was my guardian angel and the devil on my shoulder all at once. I didn't need anyone else. The innocent days of childhood quickly wear thin, and I grew up to be an independent young woman in the blink of an eye. College isn't far off. I've left home to live in a small flat on my own, and I'm ready to start a new life without anyone else around to tell me what to do. And if I get into trouble, who cares? I've got Kuro to watch my back. Well, here we go. Hey, wish me luck, Kuro. It's my first day. True freedom at last. Time to go make some new friends. Beaming happily, I grab my bag and head out of the door. Unusually, there is no response from Kuro. Oh my god, I'm adorable! It's so loud. College bells chime as I join the mass of new students hurrying about in various directions, trying to figure out exactly where they're supposed to go. Can I get a hand, Kuro? I ask, but get no response. Kuro's like, I can't deal with this. Dragging my feet, I click my tongue in annoyance. What the hell has gotten into you lately? You've barely spoken to me this last week. Any chance you could at least give me a damn clue as to what I've done to make you blink me so much? Silence again. What a surprise. Oh, screw you, Kuro. Fine, I don't need you anyways. You carry on sulking over nothing while I go making new friends and forget to be a moody ass. Oh, we're so sassy. Growling under my breath, I continue running in what I think is the direction of the main hall for my welcome assembly, wishing that Kuro would quit being so damn childish. I think I skipped a bit, like one. I think it will be fine. When I arrive, I'm not the only one panting for breath and gazing around for a spare seat. Thankfully, I spot one next to an excited-looking girl and quickly make my way over to her. Hey, sorry to bother you, but is this spot taken? I ask shyly, but I'm immediately reassured when she turns to greet me with a bright smile.
No, it's free. Come on, sit down before it starts. I'm Lana, by the way. How about you?
She's also adorable. Aww, Lana seems nice. Slightly taken aback by her cheerfulness, I take a few seconds to respond. Oh, I'm Dudley. It's a pleasure to meet you. I'm glad there was a spot here. I thought I was gonna have to fight for a chair. Fighting for the first day? Wow. I laughed nervously, wondering how much longer this newfound anxiety will last. Forever?
You should have just called out. I would have saved this one for you. Oh, crap. Shh, it's starting.
What's starting? Why were you whispering? She lowers her voice to whisper as the college head takes to the stage. It's an old man. Listening to the hum of anticipation in the room, I can't help but feel like everyone is waiting for what he has to say in his welcome address. My mind, on the other hand, begins to wander as I start to think more about Kuro. I rack my brain about everything I've said or done recently, but I just can't think why on earth he's acting like such a moody brat lately. Nothing. I can't think of a single reason. I guess I should probably quit thinking about Kuro and actually pay attention. Ouch! A sharp pain in my back causes me to let out a yelp and bolt straight up out of my seat. When I realize what just happened, my face began to turn a bright shade of red as I noticed the entire room has fallen silent. Most of my fellow classmates are staring in my direction. This isn't exactly the introduction I had in mind. If the ground opened up and swallowed me right now, I'd probably be okay with it.
Is everything alright back there, miss?
The head asked me with a look of concern on his face, and panicking, I blurt out the first thing that comes to me. Yes, I'm fine. Sorry, Sister Crab. Crab. Forcing a smile, I sit back down as I feel Lana next to me, tugging on my sleeve. It wasn't cramp, and I knew that for certain. As if on cue, a familiar mocking voice floats into my left ear.
You deserved that, you know.
Kuro did it.
Did you forget that I can hear your thoughts? I can't believe you seriously don't understand why I'm upset with you. I thought we understood each other by now.
So, last time, our familiar was also called Kuro. So I guess Kuro is like the yandere in here. I think there's yandere ones in here. All of them, the animation makes the yandere, or Kuro in this case, look like a girl. But from the voice, it's obviously a boy. So, yeah.
I guess not. I'm actually a little hurt. Anyway, I'm not going to tell you. You can use that big head of yours to figure it out.
Bruh. He sounds like a soft boy, but when you use those words, not anymore. Only moments after its arrival, the cold and irritated voice disappears. Of course it was Kuro. So now he's gonna mess with me because of his stupid strop? Well, that's just great. I think to myself, afraid of all the things he could potentially do to make my new life unnecessarily difficult. With the welcome assembly finally over, people shoved past me, rushing out into the corridors in a mad race to get outdoors. It's annoying, but I can't exactly blame them for being excited. I would be too if not for the incident that just occurred during assembly. Kuro's a jerk, honestly. With my mind occupied, I hardly even noticed the fact that students are being ushered into different groups to begin to tour the college facilities. A little flustered, I come back to my senses as Lana taps me on the shoulder.
Hey, are you alright? Cramps all gone?
It wasn't cramps, it was Kuro.
What subjects are you taking? It'd be cool if we were in the same class since we've already broken the ice, right?
My mind fell. No.
I'm taking psychology, law, and drama.
Oh my god, I like psychology and drama. I'm not too sure about law, personally speaking. Lana chats to me so enthusiastically that I can't help but feel like she's gonna end up with a sore throat before the end of the day. Oh yeah, I'm all good now, thanks for worrying. I'm actually taking the exact same subject as you, believe it or not. Replying cheerfully, I attempt to match her upbeat level despite my concerns.
No way! That is so awesome! That means we'll be in the same tour group too!
Oh my god, no way! You're so enthusiastic, it's kinda tiring.
Okay. Oh my gosh, I can't actually believe it! Looks like this is destiny!
Okay. She cheers, practically jumping up and down with joy when suddenly I feel a cold breeze touch my cheek, followed by a snarky voice. Oh my god, it's Kuro again.
Idiot. You can't seriously want to be friends with such an annoying girl.
She's not that bad, Kuro. Come on. Irritated, I reply right away, a little louder than I intend to. Just shut up, will you, Kuro? Lana glances at me, a slightly puzzled expression on her face. Crap. I seriously need to work on keeping my conversation with Kuro confined to my head if I don't want to wind up getting bullied again.
Huh? Did you say something?
She asks me with a hint of curiosity in her voice. I guess I should at least be grateful she didn't hear me properly. I'm not sure. Can we save? Actually, I will agree with Lana, because Kuro's kind of mean. She seems fun. I can't help but agree with Lana on Pink Song. Screw Kuro and his bad mood. I think Lana and I will become great friends. There must be something wrong with Kuro's head. Anyone can see Lana's sweetness is infectious, and I can't help but practically adore her already. Oh no, I was just thinking I agree with you all. It sort of does feel like destiny, doesn't it? I show her my happiest smile, and she seems overjoyed to hear my opinion matches hers. Without wasting another second, Lana goes to grab my hand to lead me over to my toe group when I get the sudden chill down the back of my spine. Oh my. Squinting in pain, I see the images race through my head of Lana, doubled over in agony, clutching her wrist as it hangs limply from her arm. It's almost as though someone had snapped the bone. Oh my god. Reacting quickly, I shout aloud as desperately as possible within my head. Kuro, no! Don't you dare hurt her! If so much as you lay dampening on her, I swear to you, I will never forgive you. No sooner has the cold atmosphere appeared, it vanishes once again, and bringing a huge sigh of relief, Lana's hand gently. I grasp Lana's hand gently. That's way too close. Kuro's beginning to get dangerously out of control. We're 17 minutes in, and already Kuro's giving me dangerous behavior. Taking a deep breath in, I try to regain my calm and smile encouragingly at Lana, despite the looming fear that Kuro may decide to ignore me and attack her at any moment, like a mauling bear. Okay, alrighty, lead the way. My class, or dorm, or whatever. I gesture as she beams back at me, dragging me towards a small group of students along with an older student guide, who appear to be waiting for us. The tour is fairly long-winded, but by the time it reaches the end, Lana and I are both yawning from the growing boredom.
Alright, I think that's all done here then, folks. Feel free to grab some lunch. Your first classes don't start until later on.
Do we get a rival? The older student exclaims as everyone begins to shuffle off in various directions, and without warning, Lana leans over to whisper in my ear.
I'm just gonna go to the loo, and then we'll find a nice spot to eat, okay?
That sounds fine. I simply nod to her in acknowledgement and watch as she merrily skips off. Looking up at the sky while fiddling with my hair, I don't even notice the older student watching me, blushing silently. Oh no. As I look down, I accidentally lock eyes with him and he quickly turns his head away with a nervous laugh.
Man, busted! Sorry, I didn't mean to stare. You just look so pretty standing there with the sun shining on your skin.
And Kuro's going to kill you, sir.
Crap! That sound creepy? I mean,
Yes.
Damn it! Never mind.
Seth?
I'm Seth, by the way. I know I introduced myself at the start of the tour, but still.
Okay. I hope you don't die. Trailing off, he turns even redder than he already was, and I can't help but chuckle to myself at how cute he looks. It's fine, and don't worry, I remember your name. Thanks for the tour, by the way. I was so worried about getting lost here, but you pretty much covered everything. Smiling at him seems like the best course of action as I try my best to dispel the slightly awkward atmosphere between us. Thankfully, Seth turns back to me with a goofy smile plastered on his face, clearly relieved that I don't appear to be too freaked out by his comments.
Well, you know, happy to help out a pretty young lady like yourself.
Thank you. Ahem. To you too. He beams at me with a cheeky wink, and I can't help but let out a sharp burst of laughter at his odd attempt to flatter me. That's a terrible attempt.
Disgusting.
Oh, there goes Kuro. A familiar voice echoes in my head, but I decide to ignore Kuro, fed up with him acting like a brat. Meanwhile, Seth clears his throat as I get the feeling he's about to make a proposal. Oh, God.
So, do you fancy eating lunch together? No worries if you already have plans.
Well, Lana already told us that we're gonna eat, so... It's just as I thought. Gazing at his dorky expression, I prepare to answer him. Oh, well, we already agreed with Lana, so I'm gonna decline. I'm sorry, Seth, I kinda had a plan to eat with Lana today. Maybe for another time, though. I apologize sincerely, explaining a prior arrangement, and much to my relief, Seth nods at me. It's good to see that he doesn't appear too upset. The last thing I want to do is hurt his feelings, or have Kuro kill him. He's gonna rip his face off. Have you heard, Kuro? Disgusting. That's exactly what he said. I'm so scared.
Okay, cool. Well, enjoy your lunch then.
Oh, will
I'll
do.
see you around.
Beaming at his waves to me, Seth turns on his heels and jogs off, none the worse for my polite rejection. Since Kuro doesn't chime in, I assume that he is satisfied with how I dealt with the situation, and give it no further thought, as undeniably cheerful voice flits close to me about a second.
Hey!
Lana!
I'm back! Come on, let's go grab a good spot.
I love Lana, she's so cheerful. Arriving back on the scene in her usual loud and bubbly manner, Lana pulls impatiently on my arm. I don't need to be told twice and head off with her towards the grassy area of the grounds where the students are already gathered, chatting and eating happily. What do we have for lunch? I'm curious. The two of us agree on a spot under a large tree and slump down underneath it in the shade. We giggle and realize we both open the same sandwich, Southern fried chicken. Oh my god, with black pepper mayo. Lana gives me a knowing wink while she stuffs the sandwich into her mouth. It's hard not to laugh aloud at the ever-expanding cheese as I nibble at my own sandwich. We both finish eating and the conversation turns to boys. Pointing to various guys hanging around the area, Lana explains that she likes about each one before describing her ideal man.
So that's me. How about you? See anything you like?
The moment I say I like someone, Kuro's gonna kill us. Giggling, she teases in an attempt to satisfy her. I gaze around too, but no one in particular stands out.
Oh crap! I'm so sorry.
I'm so
Me and my
sorry.
dumb mouth.
Wait.
I'm just sat here going on about boys, and I didn't even think to ask. Do you like girls, maybe?
No, I don't. This is not a great time to take a sip of my drink. Her outburst almost caused me to choke.
Damn it! Sorry. Too personal? Okay, I know. Just tell me what your type is.
I don't know. She panics, worried that she may have offended me, and quickly changes her question. When she notices me smiling, however, she cheers up again. I pause to think for a few moments, but before I can form my thoughts into an answer, I feel a cold tapping on my shoulder. Frick, it's Kuro. Is this Kuro's way of saying that he's my type? How cute. Just the thought of it causes me to blush a little. I think I'd like to be with someone who's always there for me, someone who really cares about me. I make up my mind and decide to tell her, blushing further as I start to think about Kuro even more. Feeling a chilly hand patting my head gently, I can't suppress the widening grin on my face, knowing that Kuro appreciates my answer. Unfortunately, I snap out of my blissful state at the sound of a stern voice from above me.
Enjoying your lunch, ladies?
Hi! The head looks down at the two of us and grins, so we both nod and smile back at him politely. Well, this is kind of awkward.
Good. Well, I'm sorry to interrupt, but I have something important to discuss. I was told I could find you here.
What do you want to talk about, Ned? Out of nowhere, his merry tone changes to one more serious as he shoots a curious gaze in my direction. I wonder what on earth could be important enough that the head needs to talk to me about it. What's going on? Was no clue as to why he's coming looking for me. I figure it's probably best to at least ask. Instead of answering immediately, he glances at Lana before gesturing away from the area.
I'm sorry, but it's something that must be discussed in private. I'm sure your friend will understand.
No, she doesn't. He nods at Lana, and she slowly nods back at him. When I stand up, I feel icy fingers trying to pull me back down to the ground. Freaking Kuro. I have to go, Kuro. This sounds important. In an attempt to calm him, I speak softly to Kuro within my hand. Thankfully, his hand retreats, although he seems reluctant. Kuro allows me to fully get to
Shall we go then?
No! When he acts, I just nod at him and wave goodbye to Lana, squinting at her as I walk further away, just managing to catch her mouthing the words, "See you in class!" Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Arriving inside the office, I can't speak. I glance around the room at the various certificates, posters, and framed photographs. Photographs that line the walls, and without a word being said, I pull out the chair facing his desk. I don't know what's happening to me. The silence in the room starts to feel mildly suffocating, so I gaze out of the window, watching as the sun begins to disappear behind a thick layer of cloud. The sound of the door causes me to jump a little as he shuts it behind him, locking it. I don't like you, I notice, but presume that he just doesn't want anyone else barging in on this apparently important discussion. Kuro seems uneasy. Is that Kuro? Which makes me suspicious. I can feel him pacing up and down behind my seat. What's wrong, Kuro? You seem really anxious. Speaking to him in my head, I know that this isn't like him to be acting so on edge, especially without telling me. He pauses to look out of the window and lets out a small sigh.
I'm sure it's nothing.
Is that Kuro? Like I said, guys, the animation makes it look like they're girls, but Kuro is a boy. When Kuro finally replies dismissively, I begin to wonder just exactly what's going on. Kuro definitely seems to be hiding something. The question is what? But why won't he tell me? I think to myself, hoping to push him into giving me an answer. Instead, he simply carries on pacing the room once again.
Right.
Ted exclaims suddenly and claps his hand together. Right. Grabbing my attention immediately as I turn to face him. Rather than taking a seat, he simply stands next to me, which I can't help but find rather odd. I shuffle in the chair so that I'm facing him rather
Did you
than his
really
desk.
think you could hide from me?
Hide what? Exactly. What? The head's serious manner only causes my anxiety to rise. I feel Kuro freeze on the spot as he spins to glare at the head of him across the room. Excuse me? I have literally no idea what he's saying. Hide from him? I haven't even done anything. Feeling Kuro's hand on my shoulder reassures me a little. But when I glance up to face him, he's wearing a brave expression.
He's talking to me.
Wait, he can see you? Oh crap. Exhaling a deep sigh, Kuro sounds worried as he chooses to reveal himself to me properly. I still don't understand what he's talking about though. What do you mean he's talking to you? I thought only I could talk to you, Kuro. This doesn't make any sense. I question him out loud now, getting myself worked up, but my attention is drawn back to the head as he exudes a loud snort.
You can only interact with him because you're special, an exception. I can see him because we are one and the same.
What? Seriously, you're like Kuro, but somehow everyone can see you.
You mean to tell me that he actually kept this to himself? I'm surprised.
Chuckling in amusement, the head looks down on me with a condescending grin. My head hurts and frustration is building. Going on the defensive, I stand up from the chair and back away from the head. Kuro, please tell me what's going on. I don't understand. Begging him, I feel my sanity slowly slipping away by the second under the intense gaze of the head. Kuro turns away from me as though he is ashamed of something, but I'm quick to grab his arm and pull him back around to face me. I need answers and I want them immediately. Gripping my hand, Kuro unleashes a deep sigh. I have a really bad feeling I'm not gonna like
I'm
this.
sorry,
Why are you sorry?
but I simply cannot explain this to you. I can, however, tell you that not everything is as it seems. This man isn't who you think he is. Please, you have to believe me.
Okay. I love the voice acting though. Kuro's grip on my hand tightens as he stares into my eyes, trying to convince me to trust him. I can't even remember the last time he looked so desperately at me. He was genuinely afraid. He looks more pissed than afraid. Placing my other hand on top of his, I flashed Crow a smile to tell him it's okay, and much to my relief, he grins back at me reassuringly. Without warning, the head loudly claps his hands together to regain the attention of us both.
This is all very sweet, but can we please hurry up and get to the point? I'm beginning to feel nauseous watching the pair of you.
Ouch! Yeah, maybe because you don't have a wife. He snorts and checks his watch before striding across the room towards us.
Don't you dare lay a finger on her!
Bro, I love the voice acting, so much emotion. You can genuinely feel Crow is like really cautious of this old man. He's like, if you lay a finger on her, I'm going to murder you. At blinding speed, Crow lets go of my hand and dashes in front of me protectively, holding out both of his arms as he growls at the head. Crow lower his body, ready for a fight, but the head is unfazed and continues advancing. Adrenaline starts pumping through my veins, and fear wells up in me as I back all the way up to the window. Reflexively? Yeah. I look behind me and gasp in horror at the scene outside. Where once there was a bustling site filled with fancy buildings and eager students, now there stands the decaying ruins of a college framed by the blood-red sky. Oh my god! Is it like an illusion again? I can't hear anything, but I catch a glimpse of what looks like Lana and Seth running for their lives from some sort of nightmarish creature. Gasping involuntarily, I feel sick to my stomach, not to mention completely disorientated. What is this? What the hell is going on? I can't help but shout out loud, and the head finds my reaction highly entertaining as he lets out a joyous roar of laughter.
Welcome to reality.
You look different.
Isn't it beautiful?
No, it isn't. My friends are dying. The sprightliest plot declaration that continues staring out of the window at the hellish sight in complete disbelief. No, this can't be real. I mutter to myself, tears begin to form in my eyes, when a gentle but firm slap on my cheek slowly brings me back to my senses. Daring to look up, I notice Crow is standing over me, eyes full of concern. Crow? It's impossible to disguise the desperation in my voice, and as I gaze at him, he embraces me for a short moment in an effort to calm me down, then pulls away to stare at me seriously.
You can fight this!
No,
I can protect you from this guy, but not from the stuff outside too. It doesn't have to be like this.
Like, what is happening? Is it like an illusion, or are my friends actually dying
Just
everywhere?
trust me. Concentrate. Free your mind, and it will all come together. You have to trust me.
So, before the story started, we said that Kuro has been with us all my life, but me right now, I don't trust him. I just met you, basically. I can't trust you, I don't know. I'm scared. Kuro takes both of my hands in his hand and gazes at me with pleading eyes. Okay, trust Kuro and concentrate. Knowing Kuro's words, I trust him with my life. If he says to believe in him, then I will. Oh my god, the headmaster's eyes. He has no eyes. He is no eyeless Jack. Yes. Then I will. I shut my eyes firmly, trying hard to concentrate as instructed. The head stops advancing and looks on in casual amusement, folding his arms in anticipation. I begin to worry that I'm not doing whatever it is I'm supposed to be doing correctly when a strange tingling envelops my body and a soothing coolness washes over my skin. So pretty. I screw my eyes shut even tighter for fear that opening them will halt whatever it is happening. My feet lift slightly off the floor. I'm floating. I'm levitating. My god. And gentle wind whips around my form, caressing me lovingly. Wow. Crow watches intently, beaming with pride as I float slowly back down to the ground. I feel small objects appearing on each hand. When I notice my feet are flat on the floor once again, I really open my eyes one at a time. Damn that. I am much prettier than before. Wow. 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 The first thing I noticed are the daggers I now grip in each hand. They appear to be made of ice and gold inlays, and a fierce-looking serrated edge. Examining each dagger slowly, I turn them over repeatedly, eyes wide in awe. Then I notice I feel a little chillier than I did earlier and glance down at my brand new attire. A blue ice skater type of dress adorns me along with some loose floating cloth around my arms and hips. Blue diamond crystals form a beautiful pattern down my thigh that runs to a striking blue tattoo. Small and large snowflakes, brooches are attached to various places on my outfit. It's kind of revealing, but hey. I stare at Crow with a slightly goofy smile of amazement on my face, and gasp when I see my reflection in his eyes. Even my hair turned to a gorgeous light blue color. I look like the very embodiment of an ice princess. It's impossible not to grin to myself at the sight. I look so pretty. The head scoffs and begins to clap slowly at my apparently entertaining
I'm
display.
impressed.
Damn right you should be. I barely notice him, feeling overwhelmed with my newfound transformation. I can't help but keep double-taking at myself. Kuro takes my face in both his hands and lands a sweet kiss on my lips. I'm running an autopilot now, and I lean into the kiss, further seeking his affection. From across the room, I hear the head clearing his throat loudly and remind us both of his continued presence.
I'm pleased for you, truly I am. But this test is far from over. So can we kindly stop playing around and move on to the next phase?
Next phase? The way he speaks so matter-of-factly causes me to snap out of my delirium, breaking away from Kuro as I remember the gruesome sight from outside. Lana and Seth! I gasp worriedly as I remember the vile creature that was chasing them moments
Go
ago.
to them. You can protect yourself now.
What about you?
Trust me, you're doing great. I'll handle this one.
I'm scared for you right now. Kuro nods towards the head and beckons for me to go and help my friends. Alright. Smiling with determination, I feel my cheeks flush at his encouragement. Kuro gives me a quick peck on my forehead and ruffles my hair, causing me to blush even further. Grinning with affection, Kuro pushes me gently on my back.
Not so fast. I'm not finished with her yet.
Yeah, he isn't happy. The head shouts and reaches out towards me before he can grab me, however, Kuro moves to block his path.
Nice try, old man.
Smirking arrogantly, Kuro catches the head's arm in his clawed grip. I remember that the head locked the door after I entered the room, so I turned to the window and raised my gleaming daggers. Just look at the outfit, man. As far as I can see, I'm still on the ground level, so there's no danger breaking out this way. Taking a deep breath and I smash the glass in one strike. I turn my head back to check on Kuro quickly before hopping out through the broken window. I hope he's gonna be okay finding that creep alone. So I guess that's all. It's been 38? Yeah, 30 minutes, nearly 40 minutes now. I had fun. I'm actually kind of like excited on what happened, but I will save this. Oh, I'm gonna override the save. Can I save it? Yeah, I saved it in here. And I'll see you guys next one. Thank you so much. I'm so excited to see what happens to Lana, Seth, me, and the Crow and the Headmaster and everything. Things are just starting to get interesting. I don't want to die. I don't want Crow to die. Things are just going like everywhere. It's kind of confusing. I'm excited. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Love you all. Remember, stay creepy. Hit the subscribe and notification bell to be notified of the next episode. I'll see you later. Bye bye. Love you. And remember, stay creepy.